Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have Madonna Putana Spectrana with 893 rating versus Navy Grubs with 1057 rating. So it's going to be another high rated DB video, and hopping right in, we're going to see Madonna win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and they will decide to go first. 44 versus 43. Opening hands, we got Nibs, Sword Knight, Talents, Nib, Chimera Fusion. They got Rondo, Super Poly, Fire Flint, Lady, Hyrie, and Durendal. So we got Miknako versus Chimera. Sadly, the opponent doesn't have like an imperm or something that FTK the opponent, but they're going to go ahead, Sword Knight, bring out Big Wing effect, go search Chimera Fusion, Gazelle, and then activate Chimera Fusion, fuse off, go up into the King, and then all three effects will activate, summon back out from the graveyard, search, Riptor in the end phase, then Cornfield effect, add Sword Knight, Chimera Fusion effect in the graveyard, add back to hand, set 2 Chimera Fusion, end phase, rip a Rondo from their hand, pass, they draw Renaud, and then main phase, as said, is okay, so they don't try to use Sword Knight during draw phase, making it to where they have a monster negate set up in the graveyard. Oh, they actually said, oh, hold on, I know you said main phase. Oh, they actually didn't okay. Oh, they did okay main phase. Yeah, it said main phase. They said okay. They entered it, and then they realized that in draw phase, they should have activated Sword Knight, and the opponent lets it go through. So, Big Winged into Gazelle, Chimera Fusion, okay. And then normal summon out Hyrie, and then special Renaud effect. Try to add back Rondo. They're going to Sword Knight to negate it. Go up into a Sold effect to dump. Okay, not using the effect to search. Just go ahead, dump 3, and then, we're going to try to do Gen Ken. So summon Gen from deck, Gen effect to summon Ken to the opponent's field, and they are just letting this go. Interesting. Could have went like Chimera Fusion and Chimera Fusion pop both of these. It sounds pretty good, right? Like, you out these cards, they don't get to draw 2, discard 1. Yeah, because now Ken activates, they draw Nib and Prep, and then discard a Durendal, activate Chimera Fusion, go up into, okay, I was going to say, go up into Guardian Chimera, then Guardian Chimera 1, Gazelle 2, Big Wing 3, and then summon out, they get to search, draw, and then pop 2. Wait. Was it pop 2? Yeah, it was pop 2. Because they used their guy off the field. Okay, then they draw on the Fallen of Albaz. They said, why'd you draw Guardian Chimera? Yep, that happens before you conveniently decked in your deck by 1 from the search. And then shuffle your hand. Yep, declared the effect of Guardian Chimera, declared Gazelle, declared Big Wing, building the chain link just without typing it. And then, yep, they said, yes, you pop and draw at the same time. You don't pop, then add, then draw. Sorry, which you did not do, but nothing changed. Send me a screenshot of your logger. We wait for judge. What? You resolved the chain how they did it. I mean, technically, they resolved Big Wing, then resolved Chimera to pop, then resolve Gazelle to search, then resolve the draw, and it's supposed to be summon, search, draw 2, pop, or draw 1, pop. But they didn't do that. So, yeah, they said a screenshot, not a copy and paste that can be altered. Okay, well that's crazy assuming that a screenshot can't be altered, because it is extremely easy to screenshot, like, you could literally just, I could do it in under 1 minute. I could change what they said right here to, I am a buffoon, I am stupid, and screenshots cannot be altered, and then take a screenshot of it, right? And like, it's like, oh, weird, screenshots can be altered. If I send a screen, you see my hand. And also, yeah, most people don't even have like screenshot options. Like, that would even work. I mean, a lot of people would play on their phone too, and like, that would show the hand. Take a screen capture of just the log. This is time wasting. No, it's not. Yes, it is. You're inadvertently. Wait, you've inadvertently messed the game state? I don't see how. So we either resolve it with a log or wait for judge to fix. If you want to wait, ban is okay. Sure. Well, they're not gonna ban them. You can literally see on chat when you copy text and paste in the chat box, you can go into the message and alter the text. Did you know this? It's so easy to alter text anyways, even for a screenshot. It's what's the difference? There's no difference. It's still just text that you can alter. We have to reverse the game state to where you were resolving Chimera. There's no way for me to know what you drew without the log. You're not supposed to know what they drew. It's blank. It's random draws. Said, what a toxic player. I drew a right card. My only mistake is pointing out your monsters before resolving all chain. Yes, it's like a dumb mistake. Like, sure, they just kept resolving their cards ahead. The judge will repair for us and we can move on. Literally nothing's gonna change. Okay, here's the judge. Said, hey judge, my opponent activated Chimera on field and then the effect to add from deck to hand in graveyard. Okay, also activated another effect. He pops 2 of my cards with Chimera, then adds with his search effect, then draws for the Chimera and shuffles his hand. Can you repair the game state for us, please? How can I help? Exactly. How can the judge help? Hi, judge. My opponent is sharking and wasting time. I declare my chain. Yep, I resolve my chain, pointing out opponent's monsters before resolving, and he wants to shark. Chimera was 3. What? No, Chimera was not chain link 3. Don't try to do that now, because that's obviously not how it was. Then why declare it last? It was declared first. You can see, yeah, they literally copy and pasted the wrong logs. These aren't even the right logs. Yeah, you can see that, because they declared it all 3 in a row with nothing said in between, but here, they said, why did you draw? And then here's where they go, yes, I declared Guardian Chimera by pressing declare. They specifically left the part right here where it says declared effective. That's crazy, because literally the next sentence above what would be right here is declaring Guardian Chimera. And then they asked, why did you draw? And then they declared it again to show why they drew. That is crazy. Now, you're literally the one trying to alter the text right now. That's so crazy. Literally out here doing that. It's so crazy. Okay. Said, okay, all seems good, although minor procedural error back there. The end result is still the same. Madonna, Putana, Spectralia, PE, minor, warning. Judge, if you want to check, you can check. You may proceed. Thank you, judge. Wait, sorry. But my opponent can check it on chat when I declared, and he wants to waste time. This is not fair. If you read the chat, you can figure it out yourself. And I told it to my opponent. That is indeed correct. So, Navy Grubs, what do you have to say about this whole thing? To me, he pointed at my monster, then searched, then drew. If no judge were online, it would take an eternity. Not exactly what I asked. Appearing to me as if he conveniently thinned his deck by 1 before drawing. Yes, that is indeed how we set up the chain. To conveniently do that. You would be able to see it in chat. I called you to repair the game state that looked broken. How much experience? 6,171 experience and you're this dumb? There's no shot. And they're high rated. All you have to do is just like literally think about the chain link and think, okay, if they popped before they drew, does it change anything? No. They have 2 pops here. You have 2 cards. I was going to say, if anything, the person who loses advantage here is the Chimera player. But you only have 2 cards to pop anyways. So it's like, it's literally going to be the same result no matter what. It's like, no matter what, it's the same result. Because you already okayed it resolving. The order in which they activated the effects. So what was the holdup for? You ask logs and screenshots, etc. Which is indeed weird in that case. I asked him to resolve just by showing me a screenshot of the log, which he refused because he wants to see my hand. I send logs. If you read the chat, said, why would they need to send a screenshot of the logs? I asked for a screen cap of just the log. Yeah, but who's got a screen cap on, like, I don't know, bro. Most people don't have, like, the technology that you have, I guess I could say. Like, most people aren't gonna have a way to just send you a screenshot, right? I don't know. I feel like that's not something that people ask for on DB ever. And if you do need a screenshot, it's a screenshot of the whole thing, which would include your hand. That's like the thing that everyone on DB has, because there's a little camera up here to screenshot. But that would include your hand. You have access to the same logs. Yep, they do have access to the same exact logs, except for the private information, which the opponent would not need information for here. This is a bit weird, not gonna lie, because they searched before draw. Deck would be thinned 1. Can you help me understand? You shuffled hands, so I thought we needed to reverse 1 step. You seem to be dodging the question here. I don't understand what I'm missing. Okay, to simplify as much as possible, when a player uses the declare button, a message is displayed in the chat, stating which effect was activated. You had access to said info. And they're showing the wrong thing again. Bro, like, this player's actually making me mad, because, like, if you just scroll up, hold on, where is it? Yes, there we go. Madonna put the correct one where they declared Chimera, declared Gazelle, then declared Big Wing. And then they started resolving it, and here's where the opponent started saying something. You can see 453, you go down, never mind, they don't even have the timestamp on their thing, but it would be like right here. And gosh, it's just so dumb. You also had access to the logs of all public info. This is what I read. I realize now that it was the wrong piece of text, but it has appeared as if it was not. Very well, you may proceed for now, but be more careful in the future. It said KK, thank you. It's so crazy. They literally got sent the log and they didn't believe it, and they sent one back that, I mean, it wasn't altered, but like you specifically copy and pasted it like this to make it look like they declared Guardian Chimera as Chain Link 3, but you can very clearly tell right here, you asked why they drew, and then they told you why. So now they're going to activate Prep, go search out Ohaimi, sure, and then activate Super Poly, use Cornfield plus Chimera the King to go up in the Mud Dragon, sure. Then they will go ahead, use their Graveyard effect to try to equip and special summon. So they activate that, chain Mud Dragon, call fires, so that way they can't target the Hyrie once it comes out. So special summon, equip, and then Hyrie effect. That will now go ahead and search for an equip spell, grab out a Rabeski. Oh, I forget how to say this card's name. I had it down before. Special summon out Fire Flint Lady. I had it down for a little bit. Oh, Arabesque. There we go. I'm insane. Activate Nib on that summon. Tribute the field. Pass over the token. Summons in defense because they're on Miknako. Not trying to get OTK'd on our 3000 attack body. Said on the equip. King effect. Banish. To try to summon this out. Okay. We're summoning this out over anything else? Oh, okay, because it's a fusion to go up into a Mirror Jade. And then they also forgot to actually banish the king from their graveyard. Then they're going to use Mirror Jade effect to out the token that the equip spell is equipped to. And they are going to admit defeat. So going on to the next game now, we will go ahead and see the Miknako player go first. We got Hex Seal, Cornfield, DD Crow, Aliber, Branded Fusion. They have Fire Flint Lady, Hyrie, Thrust, Arabesque, and then Prep. So go ahead, go main phase, activate Prep, and then Prep goes search out the Ohaimi. Anything on res? Nope. Okay. Then activate Ohaimi effect to go search and then put back. So grab out Ceremony, and then discard. Oh yeah, I didn't mean to say put back. I meant to say discard. For some reason I was thinking of Illusion at Chaos for a second. But they're gonna go ahead discard Ceremony to summon out the Ohaimi from the hand now, and then they do have Ceremony that could banish to dump. So activate, banish, go dump out the Mayo effect to try to special summon and equip. Then chain DD Crow onto the Hyrie. If you chain DD Crow on the Mayo, it still special summons out the Hyrie. This just won't get equipped. So if they wanted to Crow banish the spell, they would have had to do it before the effect. But they banished the monster there, so they're good. Activate Arabesque, effect, special summon out from the deck, bounce back the hand, and now this gets equipped with the Arabesque, and then that effect will activate since it got equipped to go search Fire Dance, special out Fire Flint Lady, and then go up into an Assault effect on summon, go search out Renaud, and then Assault other effect to go dump 3. And it's also going to make Thrust live. This is going to give us 2 draws and a discard. Hopefully, drawing into something else powerful. I don't know if they play D-Barrier. They draw Super Poly and Black Witch. And then go ahead and they said, think on what to get rid of here. Discard Super Poly. Then activate Thrust. Thrust goes search Talons. And then Talons to get their hand. Hit back the Cornfield, which is fair, because Alibur's Branded Fusion. Branded Fusion's Branded Fusion. Hexsseal is something that works well with Branded Fusion. Typically in deck, though. But now they're going to go Fire Dance to special summon out from the graveyard, then summon Black Witch by sending Fire Dance. And then they're going to go ahead and get the Black Witch effect to set Wanted Poster from the deck. So not setting the Snake Eye. I'm pretty sure it's because they added Renaud, so now they won't be able to summon it off that. But go up into YuGiOh, and then Acid Golem, YuGiOh effect, Acid Golem the opponent, give ourselves a Ken, and then link off to go into SP, and then SP effect, banish Crow, pass, they draw Sword Knight, detach, so that way we don't take 2k, then normal Alibur effect, grab Branded Fusion, then switch to attack. So it's like, we don't know the top deck, right? So I guess we don't want to play in the Talons, Thrust, stuff like that. I was going to say, otherwise we could have just chained SP on Alibur, so that way we get SP back during the end phase. And then it saves us some life points, gives us that back during the end phase, but we decided not to. Draw Summon Limit, activate Wanted Poster to grab the Black Witch. And then, yeah, they just submit defeat there. So on to game number 3 now, we're going to see Chimera go first. We got opening, Gazelle, Branded Fusion, opening, Ash Blossom. They have Arabesque, Rhoda, Ohaimi, Ken, and Wanted Poster. So activate Branded Fusion, dump Fallen of Albaz, and Gazelle, bring out Rinbrum. And, Rinbrum, very strong card in this deck. It's an interruption on field, then you can fuse it off, interruption in the graveyard. That could potentially, be Fallen of Albaz into another interruption. And then Gazelle search Sword Knight, summon Sword Knight into Big Wing into searching 8 Gazelle, and Chimera Fusion, then opening, discard opening, summon Alibur, search Branded Fusion, activate Chimera Fusion to go up into the King, and then new Chain Link. Can't activate Gazelle effect since we had already used it this turn off the Branded Fusion, but we can activate the other 2 effects. So summon out Sword Knight, rip during the end phase, Chimera Fusion effect to add back, and then set Chimera Fusion, end phase, rip 1 from their hand. There's a lot of solid hits in this hand. We hit Rhoda. Okay, I was going to say, honestly, the worst one is probably hitting Ken. But pass to draw Fire Flint Lady, Sword Knight effect in the draw phase to tag out, and then Big Winged effect to go search just a Chimera Fusion. Then they're going to go Wanted Poster, chain Ash Blossom on that. Activate Arabesque, targeting the King. And, we never actually searched a Cornfield or anything last turn. Never got that in rotation, so that is a little bit tough. When they activate the effect, though, we'll probably just activate Chimera Fusion. Okay, or we just go ahead and do it now, before they actually activate the effect of this. So go ahead, summon out Berfomet, and then Berfomet 1, Big Wing 2, summon Sword Knight, and we dump the Dark Statue, which the King can summon this out. So that's pretty good. That's guaranteed not losing this turn. Activate Ohaimi effect, and that's really big against the OTK deck. Ohaimi search Ceremony, discard Fire Flint Lady, then normal summon Ken. They said effect question mark. They said it's not a trigger effect. They said normal summon's fine. activate the effect on field, Sword Knight to negate that. Then once they activate Ceremony, now it's Chain to go summon. Because now we know that they don't do anything, because all they have is Banish, Dump, Ohaimi in hand, and Ken on field. So, battle phase, attack over, yep, okay, so that goes through. This is supposed to bounce back at the end of battle phase. Yep, once per turn, end of battle phase, return this card to hand. Which is nice, which is, you know, normally it, like, helps you at those cards get the bounce back, because that's the way to get, like, an extra card in hand. You can go, like, battle phase, I'll beat over something, and then, okay, now mine off your field will bounce back to hand, and that's, like, a free card to hand. Or that could be, like, follow-up in a bad game state, or, like, a grind game state, just having the follow-up with draw 2 is good, but they activate Branded Fusion, they bounce it back to hand, the opponent admits defeat. So obviously assuming that we can't activate this, but we would still win here. Yeah, because their monster's supposed to be in hand anyways, so getting the damage was supposed to be even easier, but it's very obviously just game here. Even just like normal summoning Gazelle, enter battle is game. Yeah, because we have 33 plus 25 plus 24, so yeah, that's just game by like 200. And seeing how long the match was, they said mans. Oh, okay. Are they playing it through here? Okay. Look at them go. Magnum the reliever. Put back. Oh, draws in a called by. Chimera Fusion add back. Chain Magnum the reliever to pop. Easy. We got called by. Got the Chimera Fusions in hand. Yep, that's just game. And then even if somehow, some way our opponent changes the card in their hand with a Raigeki quick effect, we still have opening, we still have Rinbrum Graveyard effect for a Fallen of Albaz, or to summon itself back out, which, you know, does give you, I was going to say, I guess it's actually not that good. I was going to say, because it gives you a Winged Beast, but I guess that doesn't technically work with Chimera Fusion, like you need a Beast or a Fiend, but, you know, it's still good for its own reasons, and it's still a body that you could use for Chimera Fusion, just not like the body. And with all that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace, have a nice day, stay safe.